Jeg har den klar.
Perfekt. Ja, du er der, ja. Du har ikke appene.
Åja.
Si det. Så kan du se chatten her, egentlig. Nei, hva faen. Sånn.
Nice. Takk. All right. We are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas. I work here at Take. So I don't normally sit here and play Title Tuesday. I normally work on Title Tuesday and in the production team. But today I'll actually play myself, so that will be a lot of fun. I have played a lot of Title Tuesday before, but unfortunately not this season since I have been busy with other things. Like I said, being a part of the production team. So yeah, really looking forward to playing. I enjoy it quite a lot, as it's like the only chance to get to actually play against the top players. So yeah, we'll see who we can get to play against today. It starts already in half a minute, so we're straight off here. I have done or played a couple of warm-up games earlier today, so hopefully that can help. But yeah, thank you for being here and following, and I'm looking forward to getting started. I am a FIDE master, by the way. I used to play a lot before, but at the moment it is only online. And yeah, we should be starting here. Oh, we're playing another Norwegian. How about that? My strategy in Title Tuesday here will be to just play fast every game. I have my set of openings that I will just stick to. Then it's easier to play fast. That's a tip that I can give to everyone else as well. It's nice to play some different openings in order to learn, but especially in Blitz, it's nice to just know what you're doing when you have to play fast. So this line is quite common. I think I'm supposed to play here and just get my pieces out. Yeah, this is possible, and then I attack the bishop. He goes back. I'll probably go here just to give this pawn a bit of extra support. What he does here does make a lot of sense. I'll probably just bring my rook in here. It looks like he's going to bring his knight around. Yeah, maybe I've not played this entirely correct, because I would like to... yeah, exactly. This might be annoying, but as far as I can see, I can take this, right? If I take twice, it should just be a pawn for free, or am I wrong? I have to try this. I don't see what's wrong with it, so I will go for that. Yeah, what's his point? Okay, we'll do this, and let's see what he does. Whoa, he is blitzing out these moves. Maybe he knows what he's doing. I'm really not sure. So I should probably be a little bit precise. Let's say I go here. Is he going to bring his bishop out? I might move my queen up. Yeah, this looks solid enough. Now I just want to get, or what should I say? Solidify my position, get my pieces into play. And it is, after all, an extra pawn here. Although he does have some pressure with this bishop. He has an open file for the rook. Let's see. I am also a little bit down on time, but I feel like it's probably worth it just to figure out what he was up to there. And now my position should be good enough. So yeah, good good start. He moves his rook. I'm kind of happy about that because then I can move this without being worried about the pawn. I'll go here just so that he doesn't have any tricks with the knight jumping in here or anything like that. Let's see what he does. I'll probably recapture with the rook if he takes. That looks logical. And now I want to start getting this rook into play so that it's not on this annoying diagonal with the bishop. Okay, so he does move his queen. That is as expected. And now he'll probably bring his rook maybe here, something like that. And then I'll go here. Okay, so what is his idea? I kind of want to be able to move my bishop here. Yeah, let's just go here, not overthink it. Yeah, I want to go here so that he can't annoy this pawn here. And now I should probably try to bring the knight up here at some point. Ah, that is quite annoying. But I can go here. So the point is, otherwise he could have probably taken this and then taken the pawn, but now I'm still defending it. But it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit weak here. And now he's threatening that pawn as well, so he's playing quite well here. I have to defend it as far as I can see. Yeah, if he goes with a queen here now, that's quite annoying, actually. Yeah, he has a lot of pressure against the pawns. I would love to play a4, bringing this pawn up, but then this other one is falling. So he might have been precise there. Okay, he goes for that. I don't think he has time to do that, actually, but I have to move. Yeah, what was my point? I wanted to defend this and then start moving forward. But he has a lot of pressure, actually. So, yeah, queen here is still very annoying. Okay, he doesn't do that. I'm very happy that he went for this move, because now I can jump in with the knight. And, yeah, he goes back, but now I have this. I'm still defending this pawn. Now I'm threatening that knight as well. So this is a development that I'm quite happy with. He goes there with a rook. Okay. How to react to that? Maybe I just threaten this knight again. Yeah, he has to be careful now, actually. He should probably go there. Yeah, it might have been a good idea just to take that knight while I had the chance. But, oh, he goes for that. Okay, but then I can probably take this. What should I do? I can also go here. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky, because it's not obvious that I should give away this bishop. Okay, takes back. I can go here with the knight. Yeah, I don't really like that. Maybe I should just move away the knight, actually. Yeah, I'll try this and then see what he does. Oh, he goes for that. Okay. Yeah, it's still annoying with this pawn. And I don't know exactly what to do with this. Let's try to attack this pawn. He will probably take. I gotta be faster here. Otherwise, he's gonna flag me. Okay, he goes for that. I'll probably take this. Now he's very weak on the light squares, so I'll see if I can exploit that. But he still has some annoying pressure against this pawn. I might win this, but he can bring his bishop in. Let's see. Yeah. A bit annoying, I have to admit that, but I gotta be fast here once again. Yeah, I'll just go here. If he takes, that's kind of okay. I don't mind that too much. But I gotta speed up. His bishop is very strong, so that's quite annoying. But my knight is also potentially quite good. Yeah, I have to defend that pawn. And it's not that obvious what he should actually do here. So it's kind of hard to play here for both of us. I'll maybe just attack this pawn, give him something more to think about, because I'm defending everything at the moment. But yeah, there are quite a few tricks here, like, okay, he does that. Is he going to go here? Then I will probably take. Okay, I'll move back around. Now his king is also a bit exposed, so I should try to make use of that. Okay, he actually goes around. Okay, let's see if I can try to trick him. I'm threatening to take the bishop. Oh, I think he blundered. I have a check. He blundered. No, what? What's going on here? Because I also blundered kind of with the queen here. I have no idea what's happening. This is... He can take here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but at least... What is going on here? Okay, I have to just do this. I couldn't find anything else. Yeah, exactly. And now he has that. I am still up in material, but it's... Okay, I gotta flag him. That was crazy. I think I'll still be able to win this, but... Yeah, this should be fairly safe now. Alright. Oh, he took that. That shouldn't work. And now I should be able to pre-move everything. Whew, that was a close game. But we got the win. Let's go. Next game, we might play against someone strong. Let's see. Who else won their games? Hikaru. Did Magnus win his game? Yeah, seems like it. All right. Yeah, good start, but quite unstable, I would say. Maybe the position was good all along, but I need to be a little bit faster, and yeah, need to play perhaps better moves as well. Let's try that. We still have some people playing. Okay, they're done. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Because apparently there are still some people playing, but I can't actually find their games. Okay, let's see. Now it seems like everyone is finished. So who do we get here? Oh, we get Bortnik again! I have played Bortnik a bunch of times now. I have played him in Title Tuesday actually twice. But I have also played him when he was here in Oslo. He was streaming from the studio here as well a couple of months ago. And we played quite a few games at the Good Night, where he beat me a lot. So I won't pretend that I am a favorite or anything here. But I have actually beaten him once before. So I have a little bit of hope. Always fun to play against the top guys. And yeah, I always end up playing against Bortnik for some reason. Maybe we're in like the perfect rating category to be playing against each other in this round or something like that. So what should I do? I'll probably make this move. That's a safe one. I'll go here as well. I think against Bortnik he's just very fast, so I have to be fast as well. And not end up freezing here. I need to make pretty quick moves. But I also need a plan. So let's see. What does he want to do now? Does he want to bring up his pawn? Yeah, I think he wants to go here at some point. And how do I deal with that? It's not a threat yet, but it could potentially be later. I think I'll just take the center, play principled here, think later. He'll probably go there. Yeah, exactly. And what now? Yeah, these positions tend to get a little bit complicated. I can go here, I can take, I can ignore it. Yeah, a little bit difficult, this one. I'll probably go here maybe, and then I can take this with a bishop. And if he doesn't do anything, yeah, I probably want to go d5 actually. Maybe it was a better idea to do that. Okay, so he takes. Is he going to go knight here? Okay, he goes there instead. That's fine. Let's just try to not blunder anything here. He's very tricky, Bortnik, so always cautious with the tactics here when I play against him. But I'm fairly happy with my position. I feel like it's objectively probably quite decent. But yeah, not necessarily as easy to play in practical terms. He takes with a bishop. Okay, what should I do now? Okay, I'll go here. So I'm defending this. Yeah, what is he going to do? He's bringing the rook around. That is a bit annoying. I'll take it. My plan is now to go here if he takes with a pawn. So I'm threatening a fork. He can, of course, defend against this. Yeah. I still feel like my position is okay, but it's never easy to play this against these tricky guys. Yeah, now he goes here. Maybe rook there is a problem. I could go here just to like block him out. I'll probably just do that actually. And now what is his plan? Let's see. Now I just need to regroup. I need to double my rooks on the file. And then, yeah, okay, so he's going for that. Yeah, I have to just play aggressively here. Then I'm going to double. Okay, he goes back. Let's go here. Now, still, my plan is to double the rooks. Okay. He goes there. I go back again. Oh. Okay, what's his idea here? I feel like I should be able to avoid all the tricks here by just going here, maybe. Now my plan is I just want to kick this knight away. Oh, he has that route. Okay, then we have to once again go for it here. Now I'm threatening this. Oh, how does he defend that actually? How does he defend that? That's a double threat. Okay, so now I actually think my position is quite good, so I just have to be a lot faster here. Yeah. 97 I think is next no matter what. He could... like his plan was to go there, but I think it just doesn't work now because he drops a pawn. And his knight cannot defend this square, so I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do here, to be honest. But he is definitely going to make it hard for me still. So I need to be on guard here. But is his rook not just trapped almost? Okay, he goes there. This... What? Is that possible? I'll just take. Okay. what do I play now? Yeah, okay. If I'm precise now, I should probably win. So let's just spend some time here to figure out what's going on. I can even just play... Can I just play like F3 or something and try to defend? Yeah, what am I doing here? Okay. Okay, I gotta play something soon, but it feels like it's worth figuring out what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna go here. If knight there, I'm gonna go here, attacking this pawn. You cannot really... Oh, I forgot that my rook was hanging, but yeah, it still works out fine for me, which is a bit lucky. What is he gonna do now? Yeah, the thing is... No, okay, this is fine. He cannot take my rook because I take the pawn. So what is going on here? Is he going to maybe bring his knight in? No, then he will lose. I have no idea what he's going to do. I just have to be able to react fast to whatever he does, because I think no matter what he does here, I should at least objectively be winning. Yeah, I thought he might do that. Oh, he has a check. But what else? Okay, I'm gonna go here. And now... Yeah, he might go there. In that case... yeah, okay. Here, threatening the rook. What is he gonna do now? Try to trade. Oh, what? Okay, he's obviously going to try to flag me, so now I just have to be very fast. But now, can I not take this? Okay. Annoying, annoying, annoying. Yeah. Thing is, yeah, exactly. He's gonna try to do something, so I'm gonna allow the draw if that's what he wants, but I'm pretty sure he's going to try something. Okay, so now... Okay, I just have to avoid getting flagged, so I'm just gonna... Okay, yeah. Okay, whatever. I will take it. Not great by me to not be able to win that position, but I would probably have been flagged if I tried to do anything else here. So it's good just to play fast. But what could I have done earlier on there? Yeah, maybe it was wrong to trade the queens, but it felt like it was easier just to make it simpler for myself. And we should have the next game starting pretty soon. Do we have any more games? No, it's still... No, everyone is finished actually, so it should start pretty soon. I think we'll probably play someone lower rated now, but could also get someone strong. Because usually when I have 1.5 points, I think I will get paired down. Oh, another strong opponent. That is exciting. Now we have to once again focus. He is only an FM. even though he's 3,000. Once again, I'll try just to play what I normally do. Against the London, I have this system where I just develop my pieces like this, and then I strike in the center a little bit later on. Now, for example, it's probably not the best, but it's quite easy to play, and it's what I've been doing a lot when I've played against London. So it's easy enough to. Oh wow, he goes for that. That is interesting. I think we just have to attack here. I have to be a little bit careful if he starts playing like G4 or something. But I don't think this is supposed to be like that dangerous. So his plan is probably to go G5 and bring the queen up here. So I have to avoid getting mated, of course. But yeah, what do I play? Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit faster. I have to be that. And then if he goes G5, oh, really? He has all the time in the world, apparently. So now, but isn't that a blunder? Am I missing something? Because I want to go knight here and take with the rook there. But it's maybe he has some sacrifices or something. I'm not entirely sure. Let's try to figure this out. So knight d5. Takes here. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'll go here. He can't do this, can he? No, I don't think so. So let's not even pre-move it because it's... Okay, so he goes there. But now can I not take this pawn? My trick is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, there. It might have been a good sacrifice by him just to gain time to allow me to have that pawn, but I don't think that was what he meant to do. Because if he goes here with the knight now, he does actually have some threats. And I have to be a little bit careful. So it's a pawn, but it's still a very complicated position. My plan now is to try to annoy this bishop a little bit. Maybe I can play like knight b4 to try to threaten it. Okay, he goes there. Now I think I have to take a move here to defend. Oh. I think I'm fine, but I just completely forgot that he could take my knight. Yeah, exactly. He punishes me. But I still feel like... Isn't this okay? Now it's 2 pawns. I mean, he kind of blocked my play here, but it still feels like his attack shouldn't be that strong. And now I can even like put my knight in the center if I have to. Yeah, there. Can I not just defend this? And my plan is now I need to get my rook back into play. Yeah, there. Oh, tricky. Is he threatening that? Okay. I need to make sure I don't blunder here, actually. Because if he takes, I take. He goes here. And then he has that. Okay. Yeah, how do I even avoid that? Maybe I attack the knight, but then he'll probably sacrifice still. Okay, critical moment. Let's try to figure it out. He is threatening, I think, to take here. Yeah, this is actually very tricky because no matter what I do, I feel like he has like some sort of trick Maybe I have to be very passive and just go here. It's not what I want to do, but it at least stops all his threats. And then if he attacks this bishop again, I have to defend it very passively with the rook, which is not great, but at least that way I'm holding on a bit here. I think I make things a bit easier for myself by doing that. Otherwise, it just becomes very complicated. And that I don't want in this position. Is this a guy that Alien played against when he had that... he got the Martian Gambit and he was like completely crushing him, but then he still lost. Wait, what? Can I not go here? What? That's not mate, is it? But now I take this, right? Ugh, but then once again he has stuff. He has stuff. Okay, I will go here. Now I think he has to go back. I will take the pawn. I need to speed up. Once again, my position is quite good, actually. But I'm... Whoa! What? What on earth? Does that work? Does that really work? I don't think it does. I have to at least try to take it. Yeah. I mean, I might lose, but if I don't at least take that that piece, then what else can I do? Okay, I'll pre-move this. Yeah, he goes here. Let's see if he can come up with any brilliancies. Otherwise, I think I should be winning, but I need to play a lot faster. I'm even threatening... No, I'm not threatening to trap the queen, but it's almost something like that. How do I actually regroup here? Because I need to be a little bit careful that I... what? Can he do that? I don't see, like... Okay, I missed that move. I did miss that move. I have to admit. Missed that one as well. Oh, that's a rook. Okay. Then I'm probably just lost. But let's fight on and see. I didn't see that my rook was hanging. But I'm still up a pawn. But this is not going to work. This is very, very ugly. Here. But at least I don't see the immediate win for him, but there has to be something. Yeah, I'll just take this and hope I don't get mated, but I probably do. Yeah, here. My king is going for a walk here, and I don't think it's going to survive. But can you do that? Oh, he has that move. That is annoying. Ah, that is very annoying. Yeah, I think that is the end of it. Because I cannot block if I move. Yeah, okay, I'll try to figure out something here. He can check me with a bishop, but what? Okay, now he still checks me with a bishop, so. Yeah, and he takes here. Okay. Good game. I did get tricked here. He did play maybe not the best moves objectively, but he did make it very difficult for me. I think I maybe around here could have done something differently. Yeah, let's see. Apparently there were some brilliant moves in that game, and I don't think they were by me, so let's see. The other one will probably start in not too long. Oh. Analysis. Yeah, okay, so it was actually at least better for me for quite a long time here. But what should I have done here? Okay, I had to, in this position, actually take here with the knight. And then apparently I'm still a little bit better, but it's quite unclear. And after what I did, his move worked out very well, so I don't have time for that. My king is too exposed. But at least very exciting game. Let's hope we get some more exciting games like that. This will be the last game before the break, so hopefully we can get a win now. We're playing an IM from, I think that's Vietnam. Okay, let's stick to the same opening and try to be a bit faster this time. Because in the last game, it kind of, once again, made sense to spend time just because otherwise I think I would have just been in trouble. But I'm sure there are some positions where I can be faster. Here, I'll go here. I'll try to get some Benoni type of position. Here, very often, well, black in this case has more space, but white has a bit more active pieces. And if I can trade a lot of pieces, it often ends up being pleasant for me. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'll probably go here. I think that makes sense. And now he'll probably go around with his knight. That's the typical thing that you do here. He doesn't actually do that, which is a little bit surprising because now I can go here. And if he plays this, then I have a square for my rook here. Okay, he doesn't do that yet. So then I'll go back. Now he has to go here, I think. Otherwise, I will go here and have a lot of space. Okay, so he actually plays this not in the traditional way, you could say, but this is still interesting. I'll try to now recapture like this. Yeah, I don't know about this. I feel like it's supposed to be good for me now that I get some active play, because what he's supposed to do is just to, with his extra space, just try to clamp down a bit and make it difficult for me to do that much. Now I can take this. I can also take the bishop first. I can go here, maybe. No, I'll probably take that. This could be an important moment as well. I'll go here. And now I think he has to take, because otherwise I play c5 and I have a passed pawn, which is very strong. If he takes now, it's quite a difficult choice if I take with the pawn or knight, because if I take, oh, he actually goes there. That's once again a little bit surprising. I think I have to stick to the principles here and try to get a passed pawn. Now I'm attacking this pawn. I want to go here to trade off the knight, because the knight is potentially quite a strong piece here in the center. So I'm very happy to trade off that. And then I have to start gaining some pressure. I think now I just go back again so that I can place the knight here instead. Maybe I can trade the queens. I think that's good for me here. Do I have time for this? Yeah, I think that's probably good, actually, because I'm trying to give him a weakness. Yeah, quite happy with my position, I have to say. Now I go here, attack this pawn. Yeah, he goes there. Now I think I should trade queens, but it's quite tricky, because I have to be a bit careful that he cannot go up with a pawn, but he can't do that. I was a bit scared of this move, but I don't think that works. I can take it probably in many ways. I don't think he will trade queens, but I'll pre-move it just in case. I think he has to try to do something more active here. and keep the queens on the board. The problem for him is that he's kind of getting defensive here. And I think I'm winning a pawn probably no matter what he does, because this pawn is just too weak. Oh, that was my pre-move gone, but that's probably okay. I don't think he will take anyway. And that gives me the chance to actually look at the position, so I don't mind that. Yeah, he's thinking a lot. So I'm probably for the first time getting quite a significant time advantage here. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting this, but then I have that move, and I still win the pawn. And I don't see how he gets activity otherwise. Like, what he really wants to do is to go here and here, but he just doesn't have time at any point. Yeah, he does go there. Now I have to take, or I don't have to, but looks pretty good. Now I attack the queen. So what's he going to do now? If he goes here, I have a lot of pressure after the queen goes here. So I don't think that's a good idea for him either. Yeah, so he goes for that. I have to admit it's a little bit tricky still, because he does have this move. Okay, I have to be a bit precise here once again. I think this is quite a critical moment. I really want to like get my queen in somehow, but it's not so easy. Not so easy at all. I can also, of course, start moving the pawns, but it feels a little bit slow. So what's the way here? I can even like bring my queen all the way down, but that's a blunder as well. Okay, let's go here, because I don't think he's actually threatening anything too dangerous at the moment. He cannot go here. Now I avoid him bringing the queen down, and I can start marching with the pawns. So that move I'm actually quite happy with. Yeah, he goes here, but then this. And once again, we just have to make sure that he doesn't get this to work at any point. Yeah, he does it, but I don't think it works that well. Ah, okay, he has that move. All right. Once again, what do we have? Oh, that was actually quite smart by him, because now I'm not attacking the bishop anymore. I think that was what I was hoping to make work. Yeah, I actually have to defend this, just to make sure if he marches up that it doesn't get captured. Yeah, once again, it always gets very tricky here towards the end. I think I'll take like that. Now, if he goes with a pawn, I'll bring my rook back. That looks winning. Okay, I just need to get my rook around here somehow, and it should be all right. Yeah, here he cannot go there. And in that case, I should be able to get the pawn here. Yeah, here. Okay, here I'm gonna start marching up with the pawns. Okay, that's annoying move. I didn't see that. Now he's threatening to go here. I think I need to go here actually. Okay, this move attacking the pawn. Yeah, I'm not too happy with this, to be honest. Try to win the pawn. Yeah, now... Oh, he goes for that. Now we just have to be super quick. We're down on time here though, so it's really not so easy. Okay. His king is a bit cut off though. Yeah, there, maybe here. Okay. Mm, yeah, this is hard. Just got to be really fast. But it's like you want to play decent moves as well. Did I blunder this, or can he maybe not take it? Okay, now I got a pawn. But now I'm getting very low on time. This I should have decent chances to flag him. Okay. Not the not the nicest way of winning, but it's a win. It is, after all, Title Tuesday with 5-0. It means that flagging is the name of the game, or at least a part of the game. And if I have to flag, then I will do that. We do have a 5-minute break, actually, so I'll probably go and get something to drink, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. So see you soon. All right, we are back. The next rounds should be starting quite soon. Let's see. I'm a 9-year-old that has been playing in under six. No, under. Just reading the chat here. 2000 ELO, have played in championships and nationwide competitions. My tips, I would say if you're 2000 already, you're obviously quite strong. So it's different than what I would usually recommend doing. But I would say just keep playing a lot of tournaments, analyzing your games, and I would say probably what I did, or I regret not spending more time on when I was practicing chess more seriously, was the psychological aspect of chess. Because when you end up in a tournament situation, there's always so many like other things that that end up playing a factor. So obviously you have to, like, practicing chess itself is the main thing. You have to spend a lot of time on that. And openings, pattern recognition, and calculation, and all of that. But I think being aware of, like, how do you think when you're in a winning position? How do you fight when you're in a losing position? How do you avoid time trouble or manage your time? There are a lot of like small things there that matter a lot, that are a bit underestimated when it comes to chess, and it's why often when you are in a good position, you still don't win, and vice versa. Anyway, we have a new game. We are playing against a CM from India here. That's exciting. Let's see what he does. We have 2.5 points out of 4 so far, which is decent. He's not actually making a move. Maybe he's still on his break. Hopefully he will make a move soon. Otherwise, it might be an... Oh, he made a move. So I will go for the Caro-Kann here. That's what I usually play. I also like to play e5 and kind of go into these solid positions, but this is what I know best. And like I said, in Blitz, my best tip is just to play whatever you know the best, so that you can make quick moves and not spend a lot of time and still play well. So this move, I think I'm supposed to go here, and then I think next I go there. Depends a bit what he does. No, actually, maybe I'm not supposed to go there when I think about it. Yeah, this is like the typical situation where you... Oh, I think... Yeah, now I'm like trying to figure out the theory and everything, which is never a good idea because I won't remember anyway, so it's better just to play something. That said, I feel like he is probably a little bit better here with the bishop pair. I might have needed to be a bit more precise if I wanted to completely equalize, but this is fine. This is a typical position that lasts for, like, you get a long game, and especially then it's important to be fast. So let's just try to make quick moves. I want to castle. I want to bring my queen somewhere, get the rooks into the game, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, his position is a little bit better because he has the bishop pair, but it's not so easy for him to figure out like how to exploit that. There isn't anything direct, so he has to play for this on the long term. If I can exchange this bishop for this one, I'm quite happy. Then I'll be very solid. Yeah, exactly. He can do that. But now I'm going to attack the bishop, annoy him a little bit. And then once again, he has to think about whether or not he's going to trade the bishops. It's not like it matters that much, but it's still something that you often end up spending time on. So we're already up a minute. Yeah, he does allow me to exchange it, but I'll still leave it there. It might be best to take, but it's like there's more for him to think about if I just leave it there. If I capture, it's very easy to recapture somehow, and then I need to figure out what to do next. Yeah, here I think I'll just defend. That's the simplest. He was threatening to take the pawn. Now, yeah, I'm not sure why I went there, actually. That's a bit of a strange square. Should have probably gone there instead, so that I also have some influence over here. But yeah, this is fine. Now maybe bishop there. Then I can consider jumping in with a knight to this square. And yeah, I still feel quite happy with this just because I'm up on the clock and it's kind of the still the same situation as before. And now you can definitely see that I should have had my queen here. It's a bit strange to have it there, but I'm kind of happy that he does in fact spend a move to go here, because then I have time to fix the position of the queen. I also have this square now. He goes with the bishop. I want to trade the bishops, actually, but cannot do that right now. Okay, so I'll start with this. My plan is to go here. So I just wanted to avoid that he takes. I'm playing perhaps a little bit dubious here. Oh, I just made a blunder. He has this move. That is quite devastating. He luckily didn't find it. That would have been pretty bad because I would have just dropped. I would have had to trade a piece and then drop the pawn. This I was also thinking about. I have to take somehow and then move the other pawn up, but I'm not sure what is best here. So I want to keep the position closed. Yeah, it feels a bit risky to open up the C file for his rooks, so I'll probably do this. And then I don't know what he's thinking about, but he has to take back, and now I go here. So now it's a bit closed. I have this square for the knight, which is nice, of course. And I'll try to just get my rooks onto the E file, play it simple. Like I said, it still seems like quite a long game ahead here. So it's nice that he has already spent quite a bit of time. I am offering to trade the rooks here. I'm a bit surprised that he doesn't allow it, because that does make things slightly more complicated. I'll just get this pawn out of the danger zone here, just so I don't have to think about that anymore. And now, once again, I want to block this pawn, but okay, he goes there. So he obviously wants to do something against my king here. So I have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, I have to be quite careful, actually. I mean, the safest option is just to go here. It's maybe a little bit too passive, but at least I'm defending everything, and it's not that easy for him to figure out the next move. He'll probably go here just to like threaten some moves like this. Okay, he goes for that. Yeah, I'm not too happy with my position here. It feels like he's kind of outplayed me a little bit now. And I have to be very careful. Okay, let's maybe okay, let's get the rook out of the way so that there isn't anything like this. And then is he going to move the pawn up here? Yeah, he does go for that. So now I have to defend. Like, now this is starting to become very passive, because I can never really move my knight because I'm getting mated here. So I have to do something else instead, but now I'm at least making some threats. I want to double my rooks and then try to maybe trade off the bishops, then it's at least a little less tricky. But okay, he's very low on time. I have to just play for that. Avoid the trick here that he was threatening to take here. And what is he going to do now? Oh, this is very dangerous. I'll go here just to once again stop stuff like this. But this is like, if this was a longer game, I would be in huge trouble. But I think just because he's so low on time, he won't be able to figure this out in time. And then I just have to make sure that I'm fast enough that there still isn't a chance for him. I'll go here just to try to get around here and defend a bit more. Now it's basically like if he doesn't find some sort of a mate, then I just win on time. Yeah, it's like he's threatening this, so the only thing I have to avoid is moving my knight. Yeah, I'll do this just once, so he has to move back. I'll do this again. He'll probably go here. And now, yeah, I'll go for this, which is an intentional blunder, because I want him to trade everything. Yeah, exactly. And then I go here. And now this wins. Oh, okay, so it wasn't even a blunder, but even if it was, it would have been a good strategic choice just to trade everything and make sure that he doesn't mate me, and then I can win on time. It really is about the flagging today. The actual chess isn't that great, but it doesn't have to be if you can flag your opponents instead. How is this looking? Magnus in the lead. Does anyone have 5 out of 5? Yeah, there's a few players still on 4 out of 4 still playing. So probably someone will have 5. Yeah, Pranav, move ahead. Or move ahead. We call them move ahead here in the take office and studio. Let's see if there's anything new here in the chat. All right, so I think next game should probably start soon. Now we should get someone strong again. We'll see who. That will be exciting. So we're on 3.5 points out of 5. So we're not going to play any of the top players, but we will at least get paired up. I'm pretty sure about that. So who do we have here? Yeah, let's just keep the momentum going here. Okay, we have Martin Kravtsev, Ukrainian GM. He is very strong, so this will be a challenge. But once again, let's just stick to the normal stuff. Try to be fast and solid, and then we'll see what happens. I'll just pre-move this. So this is similar to what we had before, but he went for this. That is still possible to do now. It is the most ambitious. Yeah, exactly. So he does go for that. Now I have to go here, there, and now I think again I go for this, and it's very similar to what I had in another game earlier. But it's kind of easy to play in Blitz. I play these structures with both colors actually, and in classical I enjoy having the space, which black has in this case. But I feel like in Blitz it's sometimes easier to play against it because you have to be quite precise with the space advantage here. So I'll go here. Once again, my plan is I probably go here, or yeah, I think I start with that. Then he will definitely go here, unless again they will do something unexpected. Okay, so he does go for that this time. I think it is correct now to try to trade that knight. Yeah, I'll do that. Again, just playing quickly. Yeah, the thing is, like, he could end up just being a bit better here now. That's a danger, and then he just starts to push the pawns. But it feels like it has potential here for me as well, if I can trade the right pieces and maybe get this at some point. Yeah. Okay, so what do we do now? I think we maybe start with this, or how about that move? I like that. Annoying this pawn, not allowing this, and maybe I can go with the queen here next. And then, yeah, now it's not that obvious for him how to proceed. It's kind of what I hope for here, that it gets a bit tricky and unusual, you could say. Okay, so now here, it's not like I'm threatening anything, but it's just a bit difficult for him to do anything. And he has to keep this pawn in mind. Maybe I can consider like bringing the knight up. Okay, that's a very strong move. I didn't think about that. So he wants to bring the rook around. That said, I'm not sure that it, like, in itself is that threatening. Yeah, let's go here. What I'm doing now is a little bit risky because I'm allowing my pieces to potentially, or my pawns to potentially get a bit weak. Is this possible? Can he do this? Because I can maybe take the pawn and he cannot recapture, but he can go with the rook here. Oh, okay. This is potentially a good chance if it works. But I don't know. Here, this. Yeah, no, I don't think I can allow that. In that case, I probably have to take the bishop, but let's just make sure that I do this in the correct order. I could also leave my bishop here, but then my pawn potentially becomes a bit weak. Okay, let's actually, we have to just go for it. I'm gonna go, oh, he takes with that rook. That's a bit surprising because I want to go here and then I'm not sure what happens if he, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try that because if he takes, there's a pin, and if he doesn't take, I have this move, and then it starts becoming quite all right for me again. Yeah, so he does take it. That's not so surprising. Okay, so I go here. Okay, which rook? Which rook to go with? Here, this one. Oh, this is once again one of these calculation situations which are not easy to handle with little time. Okay, this, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What do we do here? Okay, I'm gonna have to take it. I'll take this. I'll take this. He's probably gonna take that. And then, oh, he goes for this move. Okay. Then I can check. I can bring this queen back here. And now I just try to defend. I'm a bit passive. That is the issue here. Yeah, this is not looking great. I need to figure out a way that I can potentially try to trick him here. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to try that, and then I'll just go with the pawn here, try to get a passed pawn. It's the only way I can really see. Oh, he has 3 minutes. Has he been that much faster than me? I didn't even realize. Okay, so I'm threatening this. If I can get back from this, that will be the biggest performance in a while. But it's, yeah. It's always a little bit tricky with blitz, but being this far down on time and in probably a losing position, it feels quite difficult. Now I'm threatening the pawn. He can go here, then I will have to take it probably. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna attack this. Yeah, the problem is here he has so many ways of playing. But now, did he blunder something? Yeah, I keep like hoping that he's gonna blunder, but yeah, this is no good. Try to get the pawn. If I can get a pawn ending, I mean, it's losing, but at least I can. If I'm very lucky and he messes this up completely, then I can try to trade off. Yeah, I mean, have a little bit of hope, but not much. Is it even winning here, though, for him? Oh, yeah, of course. It is, of course, winning. Hoping for the stalemate. No. Okay. That was that was fair enough. I got outplayed there. Don't know what the main mistake was. He did just play quite well. So yeah, what I was talking about was maybe I could have done this, which is quite a cool trick because he can't take because I give a check, I win the queen. The problem was he just goes here and now he's threatening this and the pawn. And now it feels like I just let him get his rook active for free. There aren't really any more tricks, so I have to go back. And now I think he just, for example, takes this and takes that one. And now he's threatening a lot of different things. So I don't think that would have worked. Not sure if he saw it, but it still wasn't ever really a problem for him. Yeah, I felt like around here I was quite happy just because it's fairly easy to play my position. That said, I did spend a lot of time, so maybe not after all. Yeah, looking at what the computer says here, you guys unfortunately can't see it on my screen, but it's a little bit better for me actually in this position. And let's just see how it evolved and where I went wrong. Yeah, still this makes sense. Okay, so this was the move where I tried to be a little bit fancy here. The point was I want to go here, and if he takes, we'll do what happened in the game. And I thought maybe his pawns could be weaker than mine in that case. But it's apparently a little bit impatient, and I can just wait here and do something else. I was a bit worried about these pawns because this one is always weak. I have to defend it with the rook, which is not great. So I want to get this rook active. And the other rook might have to at some point like go here to defend this pawn. If he goes here, maybe I can just step back with the knight. But it felt like this was a position where he just slowly attacks my weaknesses and builds up his position. Like if at some point he can start going here and here, he gets a lot of space, and then eventually he gets this e4 break, which we talked about in the previous game where I had this kind of structure. And it it doesn't feel that pleasant, to be honest. What I should probably do here, though, is at some point I think I have to go up with this pawn just to like completely control this square, even if he goes here. And it's not usually something you want to do here, opening up for the king with this pawn, but in order to stop him from advancing, that would have made some sense. So let's look at the standings here. Pranav is on 6 points. Okay, we have the next game, so let's see what's going on. We're playing an international master from the Czech Republic. Have I played against him before? Not sure. So this, I think, is the first time we've had today. But it's a little bit similar to another game, just a different exact opening. Once again, this is called the Queen's Indian. Oh, he goes there. I was gonna say I play this a lot just because it's very solid and easy to play, and therefore good for blitz. But this move I can't remember having seen, and that's usually a sign that it's not the best. I think I can probably go here. I'm considering a little bit to go here. Then he'll probably move his queen. I think I have to try that, and it might be the case that he can go here. Yeah, exactly, and now he can like move his knight away. Yeah. Either he has just tricked me here already, or this is decent for me now because I win a pawn. The point is, if he takes this, I have knight here and I pick up this pawn. He might have some like play for it, but I don't see exactly what that should be. Now I want to take like this. Let's just double check it. Yeah, looks fine. He has to take, otherwise the queen is hanging. I will have to recapture like this. He's thinking a bit though. He can of course move the queen, but then I think he just wastes a move. Yeah, that makes some sense. I'll go here. And I really want to go here now. There might be some tricks where he can like play here. Okay, so now this looks okay. If I can stabilize this kind of position, it should be actually quite good for me. But it feels like he always has some tricks here because I'm quite exposed, you could say, on the open file here. But if I can try to be a little bit precise, yeah, what do I do now? If this, he can maybe go there, which is a bit annoying. Do I have time for a move like that? Okay, I kind of like... No, then he can take... Okay, let's try to calculate this here. He probably takes, I take back. He takes here, I take back once again. He takes there. And in the end, as far as I can see, I'm winning another pawn. So let's go for that. Pre-move this. I think if he doesn't do that, then I just win some time. He can, of course, yeah, so he does that. Then I take this. Maybe he shouldn't actually take my knight. Yeah, that is likely a better move, making it a bit more difficult for me here. I kind of just want to force him to take it here. No, okay, so that doesn't work. If I go here, then I defend everything, so maybe that's better. I'm just desperately here trying to hold on to my extra pawn, but it's not easy because he has stuff like this suddenly. It's kind of typical for this type of position that that it ends up being very borderline always. But here I think I can at least win a pawn if nothing else. I don't think I have any other tricks Yeah, I think I take it. And I take again, remove the defender from this pawn. And now probably get some space here. Yeah, that was probably not the best. I should have gone with this pawn because now... Oh. Yeah, that was a bit clumsy. I thought he couldn't do that because I would take here in time, but he can actually now win back a pawn. Annoying. Very annoying. Okay, let's maybe go here. We do have a passed pawn, so we could try to roll that up the board. Let's try that because I don't see what else to do. And once again, I don't know how this happens, but suddenly I'm down like 2-3 minutes on the clock without even realizing. So once again, I have to play very fast at this point. But I do quite like my position. Okay. Yeah, but now this, right? And I do get some quite dangerous pawns here. I want to take this if I get the chance. I have some potential checks. So it does actually look quite promising on the board, but I just have to be fast enough here. I don't see how he defends against this move. And now I want to try to take this pawn. If he goes here, that's what I'm hoping for. That's a blunder straight away, picking up the rook. So yeah, what does he actually do here? Okay, that's maybe a strong move. That does make some sense. Yeah, I need to find something here. Let's try this. Okay, but now maybe this move. Yeah, am I just... Maybe I just lose this pawn here. Yeah, okay, I have to try this, but now he is controlling the pawn. Okay. Yeah, I'm freezing here. I don't know what to do. Okay, here. No, this is going to be hard. Unless... yeah. Not good. Not good. Couldn't figure it out. I'm too slow. I am too slow. Okay. Let's just try to hold on here. Is he going to take with a queen or the pawn? Yeah. I'm definitely going to lose on time here, but okay. It's actually potentially quite similar to what I had in one of the other games, but okay. Now I'm going to try to give a check. And once again, threaten a check. Yeah. No time to survive this. I can, of course, hope for a blunder here. Yeah. There's a lot he can, of course, do here. Yeah, okay, now he's... Are there any... No, okay. I I got mated. I'm too slow. Way too slow. I gotta play a lot faster. It's yeah, it just always gets so tricky. It's never easy to just find some some logical moves here and play on intuition. Yeah, like really not good to lose this. The thing was, I kind of forgot about this threat here, so I should have just gone here, protect everything, and then I am up a pawn. I can wait until later before making some space for the king. And yeah, that should have worked out better. But I thought still this was quite promising. But then he found this move, which was very good because now, or at least I think it's good, because I cannot as easily just pick up this pawn. There should be something here, but it's just very hard to figure out with little time. And it's like you kind of have to figure it out here because if you don't, then you don't win. And there probably is something here, but I couldn't see it. That said, like it could also just be a draw if I cannot protect these pawns. He just picked them up and then he was up up a pawn and a lot on the clock, so that was well done by him. But I think from my side, lesson learned. We have to be a lot faster now, so that's going to be my focus in this game. Let's just accept that we cannot figure everything out and be much faster. Okay. Playing an international master here from Georgia, who is thinking about what to do on this move. You know it's a good first move when they think for 20 seconds about how to respond. That's how to do it. Play knight f3, guys. It's I like that opening just because it's very solid and flexible. Now I will probably okay there, but is that so good? Now I have this move. Yeah, there, and now I don't think he or maybe she can take. Yeah, like I said, let's not think. Let's just play the moves. But I'm being forced to think here. Can I maybe just move the bishop somewhere? Yeah, I mean this is quite a comfortable position, but it's also very solid for black. I'll probably try to get my rook over here next. I'm quite curious to what my opponent will try now, because it's possible to play a bit actively with something like this, or they can stay solid and yeah, try to trade off. I'll allow that trade. I don't mind that too much. I actually want to take with a pawn, because then I can take once and add even more pressure. And yeah, there, exactly. I gotta be a little bit careful here so that I don't get my bishop trapped. But I always have this square, and if they try to take it away... okay, that move. That is quite strong. I didn't see that. Because now I cannot go here and reinforce this, I think. Okay, let's start with this. Yeah, this is now quite annoying. Exactly. Okay, I have to take here. And now here. I want to go there. Let's just once again keep an eye on this bishop so that it doesn't get trapped. Where to go now? Maybe Yeah, let's not spend time on such a simple decision. It doesn't matter. Now e4. Okay, but this I can kind of like. I can go here and try to play on the king side. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Let's not think. I think that's been what we've learned here so far. Yeah, that is potentially a pretty good move. I just think we'll go for this. Now, what I'm doing is very risky because I'm also opening up for my own king, but I want to just attack here. Yeah, let's just go here. I want to go here next. It's never easy to win at chess. It's always, there's always so many things to think about and avoid and find a plan and whatnot. But here I do actually have a pretty straightforward plan. It is possible. Okay, I go for this. Now, once again, I'll just do that. Now, maybe here and attack the queen. If I can get my queen around here somehow, that is very dangerous. Can I do that? I want to set up a cheap trick here, but I don't think I can because they'll bring their other rook around. Okay, let's defend. Defend the pawn. I'm gonna go here next to try to get my queen on that diagonal. The thing is, like, they can maybe even just exchange queens here, and then it's hard to keep an advantage. And it's, yeah, looks a bit dubious to like start moving the queen backwards or doing something like this. But oh, almost a mouse slip there. Yeah, so they have obviously already thought about this. Now still I want to go there. They're stopping it. Now maybe I just go back. Can I go around somehow in another way? Okay. This move maybe. Now I'm threatening that. At least we're being quite fast here. Okay, but now here. I think I will go there, attack the rook. So they have to move away from this c file. Oh, didn't see that move. Did not see that move. What do we do then? Maybe once again here, so that we can try this stuff. But yeah, it's kind of hard. They always have this threat here, which is quite annoying. And it's not even mate if I can get my queen here. The king can just run. Yeah, exactly. I will, of course, threaten the mate. They defend. Now, okay. Okay. We need to think at some point. Maybe the time is now. It's very annoying that they always have this this pressure on the pawn. Let's get out of pins here, because now they cannot go here, because I will probably take with a rook. I think I can get away with that. And if not, I will... Yeah, I'll go here. It's very tricky, but I think I can get away with it. Yeah. And now maybe this, but it's very risky. Okay. This is such a tough battle. Once again, they're creating threats. I don't see how to avoid that one, to be completely honest. Do we have any tricks here? Yeah, this is very strong. What do I do? Ah, I'm kind of freezing here once again. I cannot really allow this, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This was a very strong plan by my opponent. And still, this is possible. Yeah, exactly. Now I just have to go for counterplay. Yeah, I have to take this. I'm going to pre-move that. Okay, let's just try to be fast. Yeah, once again, like, what am I doing here? Maybe here. But it's like I don't have anything at all to try here. It's just super solid for them. Yeah. I don't see anything else. Okay. But now, at least, can I... Ugh, the problem is I don't have any moves. Okay, let's try one trick. It's not even a trick, though. Is there anything... Yeah, no, there isn't anything we can do. Aye. Now we're on one of those losing streaks. Really not good. I, once again, felt like I had a good position, but it just... Yeah, they're defending well. Couldn't find a way through. Maybe I could have done something differently here. At least we were fast for a while, which was good. But yeah, apparently here things started going wrong because I missed this move. And then this was just like very solid, and I have this weakness. Suddenly I have the open king here that I haven't really figured out how to solve. But yeah, I was also up a whole minute here. So I really shouldn't have lost that easily, but it was just so hard to figure out what to do because I don't have I don't have anything to try here. Like, this move is next. They're going to threaten this pawn. I cannot move the rook because they're going to win this. Moving this rook to defend doesn't help because that opens up for the queen as well. No, that was tricky. Have we actually played 8 rounds now? In that case, we have another break. How's it going in the top here? We have Hikaru and Magnus in the lead, together with some other players on 7 out of 8. Have they played each other? Maybe not. That would be a cool matchup next, if that's not the case. But yeah, we need to do something here to turn this around. It's the time is still an issue, but in that game I didn't really lose on time. I lost on the position because I couldn't figure out what to do. But we still have 3 games to go. We can finish on a high here. We just need to get the momentum back here. We have still had some good games today, so let's try to get back to that flow. See if we can get some final wins after the break here. Yeah, let's wait and see who we get next. In the meantime, probably just try to take some time to reflect. But let's continue doing the same thing, playing fast, playing the opening quickly, and playing at least the best moves that we can get, and then yeah, it's those critical moments where calculation is needed, where it's just it takes too long. my brain isn't fast enough to figure these things out in such a short amount of time. Yeah, we need to fix that, and we can get back to it. But for now, I think I will take a 2-minute break. We'll be back any moment, I think, with the next round. So yeah, see you very soon. All right, we are back. We're ready to make the comeback. Ready for the next game. Still have a few games to get back here and get a good score. And if we can finish with a few wins, that would be a lot of fun. So I'll probably play another lower rated player in this game, at least in terms of chess.com rating. But the problem is in Title Tuesday, like you never get anyone weak. You always have to play someone strong. So if you end up on like a losing streak, you don't get an easy opponent. So you have to still fight back against someone strong. However, like of course you will play against players you have a slightly better chance against. Yeah, so now we have a CM. We've been playing a lot against like IMs and GMs recently. But this should be at least a little bit easier. But it's still a very strong CM, 2500 here. We have the Caro-Kann opening. This I do know quite well. So at least we can blitz out the moves here. That said, it is quite solid for white. There are a couple of variations here, but I think I'll just keep it simple. Queen b6 here is not the most popular, but it's a pretty good move. The idea is just to put some pressure on this pawn, get the queen out, maybe try to do this at some point. Seems like he hasn't seen this move before. Yeah, and now I always forget what to do in these positions. I can castle. I think I can also go c5. Or is it rook d8? Yeah, let's do this. It's the most simple. Yeah, how is this? I think this makes sense. We can probably castle now. Bishop c3 is a good move. Maybe we go here to try to trade. Let's just make sure that we don't blunder anything here, because there are some tricks with this, for example. Have to avoid that. Yeah, so now we'll take like this. Okay, maybe here. Can we do this? Because once again, it's quite risky here, because the knight can just get trapped if I'm not able to take this or this pawn. But it feels like the correct move. Okay, so let's try to calculate here, because we have to do that in this case. He will go there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, but that doesn't help. Then I still take. Okay, let's just go for it. We don't have time to start thinking again. I think this is good. So we just have to hope that I haven't missed anything. Yeah, of course, they do now have this move. Yeah. Not quite what I had hoped. I don't even know what I missed here, because if I go here now, it's the most solid, but now that would be a blunder because of that. So I have to be careful. I cannot go there either. I think I have to go here. Yeah, this is the type of thing that I kind of should have avoided, but it's very tricky because I'm threatening this. I can potentially like jump here or here, go in with a rook. That said, I feel like if I do something, I shouldn't do anything crazy here. Okay, so here, where do they actually move the queen? No, okay, I think I can do this. I always have this square if nothing else. And they need to still protect against checkmate. So maybe this isn't so stupid after all, because now there are a lot of tricks for them to worry about. At least we are in control now. We're not losing this knight, and I should be winning at least a pawn here if I can like attack this and this. Oh yeah, once again, this move I didn't see at all, but should I bring in my queen? Do I have anything else? Can't go here because this move is winning a piece. Okay, I have to go here. Once again, protecting here, keeping the mate threats alive. Cannot move the knight because of a check. And otherwise, I can go here. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty crazy position. I think it's good for me, but it's always hard to know. I think, yeah, exactly. This move looks strong. What can I do now? I can give a check, maybe. Okay, here, check. Wait, what? I don't know what I missed here, but I didn't actually realize they can just go here. Yeah. Clumsy. Okay, but fine. I don't think I'm hanging anything here. Yeah, and if I get this, at least I should win a pawn. And that is at least something. There isn't any way to attack my rook here, and in that case I would be in big trouble because of this knight that I have to defend, but now there are two pawns hanging. I should be able to pick up one of them here. I probably am most interested in this one just because I don't want him to bring in his knight here. Yeah, once again, I need to think this through. Yeah, I'll go here just because I cannot allow him to get a lot of counterplay here, and this still seems fairly easy to play. And oh, he goes for that, but now I have this, right? Is that not winning another pawn? Should he go here, maybe? Yeah, no, I don't think he can do this. He cannot even take this pawn, because he would blunder his knight. So in that case, it's actually 2 pawns. Rook here, maybe. Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, let's just try to be, once again, precise here. I've said that a lot today, but it is important. Okay, I'm going to protect my knight. It leaves his knight in a good spot here, but that's okay. The reason I don't take with check is because he moves his king and my knight is hanging, and if I defend it, he actually sacrifices. But now I'm getting some more pawns, and this really should not be a big problem to win. I'm threatening mate even now. Yeah, let's just take a pawn. Let's just take a pawn. Try to attack his last pawns here. Thing is, I don't have, like, I cannot allow his rook to do something like this. Exactly. Yeah, so here I'm threatening this. Next I can take the pawn because he has to defend against this stuff. Oh, he didn't see it. That makes things a bit easier here. Nice. We do get a win. Finally, we get a comeback win. That was long sought for. And yeah, we're back. We can still finish well here. This game could have gone either way. It's like always in these types of positions when you do get a chance to do something like this, even though the knight is very isolated here, and if it doesn't like end up taking material or getting active, it often gets trapped because there's no way back here. It's completely blocked. And it's very tempting to go for this. Not sure if it works. You're never completely sure about these things, but you also have to go for it if it looks correct. So trusting yourself is important there. Apparently, in this position, looking at what the computer says in the analysis here, his only move was this, and then I would have had to move my queen, and he can protect here, protect this with a knight, protect this, and now he is starting to have some threats, but the fight kind of goes on here. I go here, try to take this, and it's around equal, but it's quite complicated. So after all, it was probably correct to do this, but he could have defended in a better way. So finally, we get a win. We have 2 more rounds to go. And I can see that Magnus is in the lead here, together with Movahed. Mkhitaryan, that is... Who's that again? What's his name? Yeah, exactly. Martirosyan. Okay, so many players in the top here. It's actually very close. But Magnus in the lead. We, of course, like to see that here at Take, and being a fellow Norwegian. So that's very very good to see. Let's hope he wins. He's not going to get the perfect 11 out of 11, which he has gotten before, but he can still win this title Tuesday, and it's quite open because he is also up against Movahed, and Martirosian. Okay, so we get another IM. Let's just keep doing what we did in the last game. So being fast, playing openings we know, and trusting our instincts. Here we have a transposition to a Queen's Gambit. And this is very solid for black. It's also very solid for white. So it's relatively equal, but things can always happen here in Blitz. Yeah, what I don't want here is that he plays c5 at a very smart time and just completely equalizes. Yeah, I probably start with this because if he takes here, I want to be able to take right back. Yeah, that's probably a strong move. Okay, then I'll just take. Then he kind of, well, he didn't waste a move on this. But at least got him to do that. And I think rook here is maybe more useful. So what is my plan? I have to, there are two options. I can try to like maneuver my knight in here, or I can actually move my rook back and start doing things like this. I'll actually start with this move just because I want to bring it back here. It's a bit more active on this diagonal, and then we'll see what he does. Okay, he just goes there. Now we aren't really threatening to take this knight, but it's still good to add some pressure. And I think now my plan has to be, unless something very direct happens in the center here, I think I'll just slowly build up with this rook. He goes here. I think he might want to go here at some point, which is very logical, but it's also a bit risky because he weakens his king and some squares, for example, this one. So if he does do that, I'll probably try to maneuver my knight around somewhere like this long term to exploit his weakness. He goes for that, but that's a bit strange combined with g6. I feel like now this square is available. I'm threatening maybe to take this knight now. If he takes like this, I'll take with a pawn. Oh, really? He goes for that. That is either a bad move or just very solid. Okay, I'll try to be a bit fancy here. Move this so he can't trade, and now I'll try to go here. I think maybe what he should do is something like this, which could potentially be like really bad for me if it doesn't work. Oh, he had this. That was a lot simpler than all the fancy stuff that I was talking about. But now, do we at least try to get some play here, or what else can we do? Thing is, we have to be a little bit careful as well. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. He's definitely gonna go here, at least. I think that's quite logical. Okay, he goes for that instead. So he also gets a couple of squares. It's a lot of maneuvering with the knights here. I'll try to get my knight here. It's like, whose knights are really best here? I don't know. Yeah, that is solid. Now I go here. This pawn is very, very strong. Just avoiding any tricks. I'll try to trade. No! I blundered. That is silly. But it is still quite closed here. So it isn't the worst thing ever. Although very unnecessary. Curious to see here if he wants to keep his strong knight or just trade off pieces. I think I'd probably go for keeping the strong knight. And here we gotta go for the flag once again. Nothing else to do here. But he has a very strong position. It's gonna be hard. He can, he can open up like this. He is playing this very well. Yeah, he's playing this very, very, very well. Okay, here I need to try to get rid of this knight. otherwise he's just killing me with that. Okay, here. Let's try to trade it off. Maybe he has this. Oh, that's... Oh, no, actually. Never mind. He can't do that. That's weakening his rook. Okay, let's just keep it going here. Can he do that? I think I have to trade and go here. Yeah, exactly. I need some space for my king here. Hoping that he will go here and I can chase his knight. Wait, what? Can I not get his knight? Where is this knight going? If it goes here, I go back. The thing is, he can even go like here and just crush me with these pawns, which I think he will probably do. It's very unnecessary to have to like sacrifice a whole knight for that, but it's just... He's completely steamrolling me if he does that. My knights are just terrible and not able to catch up. I think he's going to do it because otherwise he doesn't really have any good alternatives and it's just going to be a draw. I feel like he's going to find that. Yeah, exactly. He does do it. Now I have to go back. And oh my god, these pawns are dangerous. I need to try to somehow sacrifice my knight for both, but I just don't think it's possible. Okay, here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. And now I just try to sacrifice. The thing is, if he just goes here, I cannot even take it because he doesn't actually take the knight. He just pins my rook. Yeah, exactly. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, fine. He's probably going to take the pawn. I'm going to go here. No, sorry, I don't go there, but I'm going to have to sacrifice another rook here. He's not going to make it easy for me and just take the knight. Yeah, he will go there. But now we have to play with 2 knights against the 2 rooks. And this is tricky because I'm going to get another pawn and he's low on time. So let's go. What can we do here? Here. I'm gonna try to do something with the knights. The problem is he does have this. What about that? Okay, he cannot take. These knights are tricky. Very tricky. Can I even go here? Ooh. Here, maybe? I'm gonna try to... Oh no! I missed the fork. I missed the fork. That was my golden opportunity. Okay, let's hope he falls for another fork. Oh, he does. The forks here are very, very tricky. Maybe king up. Okay, let's chase the rook. I cannot do that. Where do I go? Maybe here to try to get the knight back and be solid. Thing is, yeah, he cannot really... It's very hard for him because he doesn't really have time here no matter what happens. He does have a little bit of time. Enough to maybe make a draw or something. Here. Can I go here? It's very risky, but... Okay. Fine. This is probably exactly what I shouldn't have done, because now he can just sacrifice. Yeah, he can just take it. I don't think. Yeah, exactly. Annoying. That was close. I mean, not that we really deserved to win that game, but this, with like 8 seconds left, I should be able to at least keep one of my pawns. Yeah, flagging skills not optimal, but yeah, these knights, they became very, very dangerous. I did have this fork, not any more difficult than that, but it's still not that easy, because I get the rook, but then he goes here, and if I defend, he gives a check, but I probably have this, and I would have been able to keep both knights. We move on to the last game. We get another international master here. Let's try to at least get one final win here. We have the Caro-Kann once again. This is, once again, one of the common lines. He goes for this. Yeah, this often ends up in an endgame, which is quite drawish, but at the same time, it's relatively... Oh, he goes for this line. Okay, that's a more ambitious one. He could, of course... It looks like a mouse slip, by the way, but it's not. The normal thing is to recapture the knight, but he can actually do this. Because I cannot move my king again, then I'm just a little bit worse. So I have to actually go here, and this is very tricky. Because my king is dancing around in the center here. And it's not easy to defend, but I think it's something like this I'm supposed to do. I've played this a couple of times against Johann Sebastian Christiansen, Norwegian GM. And yeah, he crushed me a lot of times in this line. I think like I should try to... I need to somehow kind of consolidate my position here, but the thing is my king is just always exposed. So I can try to get the rook around here. I can also get the bishop out. Yeah, let's just go here. My plan is to go there and defend. I need to also go here at some point. Okay, probably this move. Because what I want to do is trade queens, or at least just gain some time. Thing is, he probably just takes, and then he has a lot of checks with a queen. They're all quite tricky. But it's just very complicated, to be honest, and quite hard to play for both colors. I think I even tested this out with white once, and I was surprised with how hard it actually is to play white as well, because it's just so tricky. But what is this about? Because I can take this, but then does he want to check me here? But like, what is the point? Yeah, I don't see it, but yeah. I don't think he just blundered that straight out, so I'm guessing he has an idea, but I don't see what, so I just have to trust my instincts here and go for it. Yeah, he's not playing a move quickly here, so that suggests that he doesn't really have a follow-up and probably didn't see the move. I think he just forgot about the bishop, but it's still quite complicated. I mean, it's not like he has a lot of dangerous threats, but I need to get my king out here, and that's not a simple task. Yeah, not at all. He has a lot of tricks. I think I start with just... No. I want to get out of the checks, but then he has more checks. So it's really not that simple. Can I go here? Is that a move? Or it is a move, but is it a good one? Is usually the question. And is he threatening anything else? I need to ask myself. Maybe bring the king back. Yeah, this is difficult, but let's go here. I feel like that is quite logical to defend things. This is a move I expect and I'm a bit afraid of, but I can actually just go here, and it's kind of hard for him to continue the attack. He cannot bring his rook in here. He can maybe go here. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to take this pawn because he can check me there. That would be a nasty move. Okay, here. My plan is just to try to get my pieces out. If I can, at any point, like trade queens or anything, that would of course be great. But that's probably a long way ahead. So let's see what he does. Like, honestly, I don't think he has enough compensation here. It's 2 pieces after all, and being up 2 pieces does also help with the defense because there are less pieces to attack with. That said, this looks like a pretty strong move. Can I allow myself to trade rooks here? Because this is possible. Yeah, I'm going to do that. He does have... I think he should probably trade, and then he has a nasty check here. And I would have to figure out what to do against that. Not at all obvious. But trading should be to my advantage here. I think now I can let him attack that pawn. So he's probably gonna threaten my rook or something. Then I can... Oh, okay. This is so tricky. My king is just in the middle of nowhere. Okay. I'll try to trade queens. I also defend my rook, which is quite nice. He can even just go back, and he's threatening there, he's threatening everything. But I am at least starting to get some coordination here. Now I just want to get... Yeah, exactly. And now here, maybe. He cannot take. Yeah, maybe now this move. He has a check. Low on time again. Can't say I am very surprised, but yeah, okay, he gives a check. This should be quite easily winning now, at least a lot easier than before. But we still need to make these moves in time. This is an important one because now we're going to be able to trade queens. I think he has to. Then we're up 2 full pieces, and then we just need to be fast enough. Yeah, exactly, and now probably here. Yeah, this move, now there. I gotta go there. Oh, he just allows me to have that. That was a bit surprising. because now we can try to pick up the final pawn, and after that it should be very easy. I think I'll just sacrifice my knight if I have to, just to make it more easy to play. Might have been a bad idea, to be completely honest, but yeah, that was probably quite stupid. Okay. Oh, very lucky. He blunders his rook. Now we just need to be, once again, very fast. Okay. I think he has mentally given up here. So we do get the final win. We get 6 out of 11 points today. That is acceptable. We did have a couple of good good individual results. We did get to make it a little bit difficult for one of the top guys today with that draw against Bortnik. So that was fun. We got some nice wins actually against at least a couple of IMs, and then we had that brutal losing streak in the middle, which made it difficult to fight back to let's say playing the very best players, the GMs. But overall, it is quite a decent result, and yeah, we can't complain too much. It's been a lot of fun to play, actually. I've missed playing Title Tuesday, being always in the take production team during these Tuesdays. That will, of course, be fun to go back to, but I hope that at some point I will get to play again. Who actually won the tournament? Was it Magnus? Are all the games finished? Let's have a look. Yeah, my standings aren't updating. Looks like Magnus won here. He has 9.5 out of 11. Yeah, I think all the rounds are finished, or all the games at least in the top. So Magnus gets another Title Tuesday win. That's very cool, and we have a bunch of players on 9. I ended on almost top 100. That is okay. We can live with that. So yeah, I will probably log off at this point, as we have, after all, finished the tournament. But thanks a lot for watching the stream. Really appreciate that. Do remember to come back next week, because we'll have some guys who are quite a bit stronger than me in this seat. It won't be Magnus. Magnus is still playing, I think, at least. But it will be Jospem, Jose Martinez, in this chair. And we'll also have another Jose from Spain in the other chair. So we'll actually have 2 streamers next week with the same name, both very strong, always at the top in Title Tuesday. I don't actually see any of them here, but they're both rated, I think, well above 3,000. So that should be an action-packed Title Tuesday next week. So looking forward to that. And yeah, I think that's it for today. So once again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.